Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is George Kingori. I'm your online finance guy who speaks about all things finance, and today I'm going to speak about people who get excited when the money hits the bank. Yes, I have worked with several people who get overly excited when the salary hits their bank account. This is not only limited to people who earn a big salary or a small salary. Even a house help who worked for me once would get very excited once we paid them their salary. And this is how it looks like. You have received your salary, you become restless. Yes, you become too restless. You cannot sit in one place. You cannot do anything without being restless, moving around, feeling like you are uneasy or you are too excited, you are too happy. In fact, even your confidence goes up. You start speaking with boldness and with courage. Somebody who looked depressed a week before is now looking too bold and too and even almost looking arrogant because some money has come into his pocket or into his bank account. Then you start calling everyone. And this is something that I would realize even with my own colleagues. They start calling everyone. In fact, it is a time of the month when their phones are the most busiest. They call everyone from their parents to their friends. They call their relatives. They call their pastors. They call each and every person on their phone number. Actually, for you to know whether somebody has money, you just need to look at their call logs. That is when they call people the most. And they call people sometimes to ask, where is the plan? What is it that we are going to do this weekend? What are we going to achieve? And it is things to do with how do I spend this money that is making me restless. They want to ask, where is the plan? Where can we go to the party? Are you having a birthday this time? Is everything okay? Do you need money? They start making those calls. So many calls so often, and it is usually during this time of the month. Again, they start taking leave days. They want to be away from the office at this time. They take a week off. They take some days off. When the salary hits their bank account, they get too excited. They start calling people who sell things. So salespeople, they make calls to salespeople. They start calling each and every person around the things that they want to achieve or to do for that month. They are unusually in a very good mood. That is when they want to buy everyone a lunch. That is when they want to buy everyone a drink. That is when they want to party the most. That is when they want to go out the most. It is an exciting period of life for them. So what is the problem with this? Is there a problem when you get too excited or too overwhelmed when you get your salary? Usually the same people are the kind of people a week before they receive their salary, they are usually depressed. They're in a depressive mood. They don't talk as much. They are not even as confident. Their call logs have disappeared. They do not seem to be looking for the next hangout, the next party, the next place where they need to make fun. They are unusually quiet, unusually depressed. They are less excited. In fact, they cannot even take a leave at that time. They are working through swings of highness and lowness as regards to money. So why is this a problematic thing? It is a problematic thing because when you are affected emotionally when money comes to your hands, when you start going through the wave of emotion that comes with receiving this money, then you're most likely going to fall into the trap of spending this money as quickly as it came. Remember the activities that I told you. You start calling everyone. You start asking people where the plan is. A plan to spend your money. A plan to go on a party and spend your money. You start calling salespeople. You start looking online to be able to see the latest deal on shoes, on clothes, on the latest things and gadgets that you need to buy. So you start spending money quicker than you would otherwise do because you have received this money. And this is an emotion that you need to take control of, because you need to debunk emotions with money. Because when you are too excited and have money, you end up overspending on something. When you're too depressed or you're too fearful, you end up underspending and sometimes just holding cash in your bank and not actually investing. So emotions are not good when it comes to your investment journey. You need to have an objective mindset. If you're the kind of person who is overly emotional when you receive money, or overly emotional when you don't have money, then this is what I would suggest. Once you have received your salary, do not even check your bank account. Do not take a leave. Do not start calling people. In fact, take a week to just sizzle down your emotions. Take a week off and just not do anything. You can continue working. You don't even have to take a leave from work. You can just continue working as if it is normal. Just spending the little that you spend on a normal time when you do not have received so much salary and all these things. Just work as if it is normal. And by so doing, you'll be able to sizzle down the emotions that come with spending money. And when you do that, you might also come to the realization that you will not buy things because now you have thought through, and you realize when you feel the need to buy something now, when you need to feel the need to go out now, when you feel the need to invest in something now, but you take a few moments, even just 48 hours later, you might end up not making that purchase decision. Yes, you might not purchase this item when you take the 48 hours to be able to sizzle down, think through, and make a valid, objective decision. So you end up reducing on the over expenditure that you would otherwise do. So take some time off from doing anything as regards to emotions that flood you when you receive this money. So 1 week off so that you can be able to plan through and think through and do what requires to be done. Then the other thing is ensure that once you have thought through, you do not just keep your money with you because it's going to excite you in the future. And remember, even the people who are always looking for opportunities to get money from you or eat money from you, maybe your friends or people who beg you for money or ask for loans, they even know you because you are usually overexcited, you are usually over talkative during this season. And because you have been able to delay that, even the pressure of your social circles to get money from you through whatever means reduces because you are no longer as excited, you are no longer as forthcoming as regards to giving them money because you are not as talkative, and the indicators that they look for are no longer present. So that helps you to be able to manage. Then when the week is over, start by paying yourself first. What does it mean when I say pay yourself first? Start by making the investments that you need to undergo. Take the money, put it in your investments, and let it be. That way, the money that you are remaining with, you now do the second step, which is to pay for your basic needs, the most basic needs that you need to pay for: basic shelter, food, clothing, the things that you really have to survive, the school fees for your children. And then the remainder of the money, then you can now put aside to be able to enjoy and do all these things. And that time you can now start calling people because you can no longer just take the money that you have received in total, but you have already invested what you need to invest. You have already paid for the expenses that you need to pay for, and now the remaining money that you have with, you can play around with, and it will not be detrimental to your financial affairs. So these are the things that you need to do when you get too excited about money. Note this: everyone is made to be excited when they receive something, when they receive money. So it is an emotion that comes to everyone, but you need to take charge and take control of it, because just like finances, you need to take charge and do something about it. Otherwise, when you let everything to go, you will always have your finances out of hand. You will always overspend, and then have a week or two when you are struggling and you are emotional and moody and depressed because you no longer have this money. So your emotions are always swinging to moody, high swings of being happy, low swings of being moody and depressed because of all this up and down as regards to money. But the balanced mindset that I've given you will allow you to have a balanced approach towards everything, and you will be able to be better emotionally, you'll be able to be better physically, you'll be able to have better handle of your finances. I hope that you are learning, you are excited about these topics, and not just the money that has hit your bank account. In fact, you could turn off your notifications that tells you that you have received money in your account, because this is usually one of the triggers that people have when they get their money and start getting overly excited. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave a comment down below, and to like this video. Thank you, and enjoy your day.